Hey guys! Happy National Drink Wine Day. Or in other words, happy Saturday, because isn't every day National Drink Wine Day? No? Is that just for me? Okay, sorry. Anyway, I figured since I was sitting here doing nothing but getting a little tipsy off of some Pinot Grigio, that I will finally come and do this wrap up that I've been talking about doing for the past, I don't know, hell, since January ended. I have 6 books here. I can't remember what order I read them in. I've had 2.5 glasses of wine. But yeah, for the most part, I'll just pick the books up off the floor, and I'll refer to Goodreads, and I'll tell you a star rating, and I'll tell you whether I liked it or not. I'm not going to go into great detail because you guys should know by now that that is not me. At least sometimes it's not me, because for the most part, I'm afraid that I'm going to spoil things for you, or I just feel like I'm not that well spoken, so it might not come across to you guys the way I intended to come across. Without continuing to ramble on, let me just get right into this. The first book here I have is actually a comic, and it is Bitch Planet. My brother gave me 2 comics for Christmas. I actually didn't give a star rating or any type of review on this, and I think it was because it was just too small of anything to actually give a review on. But I do remember I really enjoyed this, and I look forward to continuing on with this, whether my brother collects them all and sends them to me or I buy them myself. I will continue on with this. The next one is another comic that he sent me, and that is Motor Crush. And again, with Motor Crush, I did not give a star rating. However, for this particular comic, this is just the first comic, like 20 something pages. It was just all right with me. But let me put a but in there. It has a brown girl. I'm just assuming she's a black girl because, I mean, let me just open it up and show you if my camera can, get it across to you. Because, yeah, so, she looks like me. So, definitely will continue on with this. It was just a little bit out there to me. I don't quite understand some of the stuff that's going on, and I figure maybe if I, read some more, maybe buy it in a trade paperback. All of the information I need to form an actual opinion of this. But for now, it was just okay, but I thoroughly enjoy the fact that it's a black girl that's the main character. So the next book that I have is actually another comic, but this book is in trade paperback, and it's actually a book that I have a second copy to. So if you have read the first 2 and you are dying to get to the third one, when I get back home and I get that extra copy I got, I will happily send it to you. Just let me know. Let me know. First person, just let me know. But first, hear my thoughts on that. Hear my thoughts on this. And that is Rat Queen's Volume 3. What is it called? Demons or whatever. I was so excited about this. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed the cover. And then I went home for Thanksgiving and I looked at my other 2 covers because the first 2 volumes are at home. And I was like, damn, they actually overly sexualized. Aside from that, it was just a big ass disconnect from the rest of the series. Like, I don't understand this. I mean, I do understand now because I actually found out that something happened with the original, like, I don't know, was it the artist for this particular series? I think he's arrested for, like, domestic violence. I mean, good, lock his ass up. But I don't know. I hear they're going to start over. I mean, I need them to start over because I had such high hopes for this series. I just knew that this series was just going to get better and better and better. And I just... But for now, I believe it's on a hiatus. But if you do want Volume 3 and you've read the first 2 volumes, let me know. When I go back to Detroit, I will send it to you. No problem. Next is a comic that I read that I motherfucking enjoyed. Okay, let me take a wine break. I loved every single volume of this series. Every single volume. And that is Saga, Volume 6. I've had this since maybe the month it came out, last year. So that I read this shit and I loved this shit. Like, if you if you haven't read Saga, like, what are you doing with yourself? Like, make that your priority. Okay, maybe not your priority. So yeah, read it. Just trust me. The next book I read is actually a book, and it's one that I didn't quite care for as much as I'm assuming probably everybody else, and that is Where Things Come Back by, what is it, John Corey Whaley. I started this book in 2016. I don't want to blame my reading slump on why I didn't finish this book in 2016. It was more so that it just didn't pull me in. I honestly, I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about the story at that time. I didn't care about the characters. I was just like, what is this? I would pick it up. I would pick it up every day too, and I would read a couple pages, and I'm just like, I don't really want to finish this at this current moment. So I just DNF'd it for a little while. And then in January, I was just like, you know what? Let's finish this damn book up. It probably will get really, really, really good. And for me, it didn't. It didn't. Sorry if you love this. It just didn't do it for me. I can tell you right now, even though I'm a little tipsy, I didn't like how the chapters were, the different POVs, and the switching up. Like, the timeline was switched up, the POVs. Like, it confused the shit out of me. It kept jumping around. I didn't quite care for that. And I actually skimmed the last, like, 20-something pages. I was just like, okay. Oh, okay. That's what happened. All right. Yeah. Toss it to the side. Hey, it's me if you loved it. Why am I apologizing? We have different tastes. Oh, well. So the next book that I have, I read, I actually only own the first book, and the rest I'm just going to get from the library, whether I get it from the online library or my physical library. I actually was never ever going to read this. I just heard back last year that it was going to be turned into a TV show, and I was like, you know what? I enjoyed the movie. The movie. The movie was kind of funny. I'm going to try to read this series. I'm going to try it. And so I picked this up at Half Price Books over the summer. They had all of the damn books there over the summer. And every single time I went into Half Price Books, they had the entire collection. Of course. Yes, I said of course. When I go in their latest sale, they didn't have any of them. And I'm sure it's because of the TV show. And by now, you guys should know what I'm talking about. And that is A Series of Unfortunate Events by Snachat. The first book is, what is it? The Bad Beginning. I gave this a 3-star rating, if I'm not mistaken. It was just an okay book for me. It's a middle grade book. It wasn't spectacular. So the final book that I have, thank goodness, because my class is ending. What is life? But anyway, the final book that I have to talk about is a book that I actually enjoyed out of all of the actual novels that I read. It's by my favorite author. Love this person to pieces. Love this book to pieces. It's book 2, and I don't know if it's a duology, a trilogy, a series. I don't know, but I just know it's book 2. And that is Scorched by Jennifer L. Armstrong. You guys know I love her to pieces, like to pieces. I need to meet her. So if you guys know of some type of convention or something that she's going to be at, I won't say in the next 8 weeks, but anything beyond that, let me know so I can go, because I need to meet her. I need to take a picture with her, and I need to have her sign everything. I mean, everything. Even though I haven't read all of her shit, I need her to sign all of the books that I own of hers. I need. Scorched is a new adult novel. You know, new adult usually deals with college age characters, so from like 18 to like 25. I believe that's typically the age of college people. Andrea and Tanner, who are the 2 main characters in this book, they were definitely in college. Like I said, this is book 2, and I don't know what the hell to call it, but book 1 I didn't really care for as much. It was called Frigid. I didn't care for the characters as much, which is sad because I usually love all of Jennifer's characters. But those 2 characters I didn't really care for. I actually didn't care for them that much in this book either. Like, they were just fucking annoying as shit to me. Like, they were. But Andrea and Tanner, love them. With all of their issues and everything, I love them. I love the angst. I love the main theme surrounding this. The fact that Andrea, this redhead girl here, even though they used a pretty slim woman, Andrea was, I won't say she was plus size, but she was kind of full-figured from the description that I remember at this current moment. But anyway, I believe I gave this a 4 or a 4.5 out of 5-star rating. Most new adult novels, if you guys know, if you've read any of them, usually deal with some seriously serious topics. And the first one, I believe it dealt with like some type of stalker or some type of assault or something. I can't remember. Like I said, I didn't really care for it this much. This time it dealt with like alcoholism and other like mental disorders. Aside from the high anxiety, like, and the alcoholism, I just saw a lot of myself in Andrea. And aside from the fact that she's white and a redhead, you know, I saw a lot of myself in Andrea. She, like I said, has high anxiety, and how she dealt with her anxiety is through drinking, which is why she kind of had an alcohol issue. She wasn't a raging alcoholic, but homegirl liked to drink. And I just thoroughly enjoyed the way Jennifer handled this particular topic in her novel. To me, if you read this and you thought she did a horrible job, I mean, hey, that's your opinion. I thought she did a rather good job handling this particular topic. And if it's going to be a book 3, I hope I enjoy the characters in book 3. Because like I said, I didn't enjoy the characters in book 1. And they were in book 2 because they were friends with both of the characters. And I just was like, why? I don't like you. Go away. I still understood a lot of the way they acted. I understood, and I still didn't care for them, but I understood why they acted the way they acted in this book. But yeah, so guys, that is it for, I don't know, what should I call this? What, a tipsy wrap up or whatever? I don't know, maybe that's the thing. More wine and books, more wine and makeup, more wine and, I don't know, more wine, basically. That's what I'm getting at. More wine in my videos. How about that? If you read any of these books, comment and let me know your thoughts without spoiling, because I don't want to spoil for anybody else.